Here with former Ranger Shawn Morgan. It's been quite an experience for you here. You kind of come full circle. You're standing on the new gym floor. It's been a long time since you stepped on this floor. You know, you're about to go play overseas, beginning your third year, but let's start from scratch. You back here at Northwest. You were here in the, what, 05, 06 seasons?
Right.
Just talk through your experience here at Northwest. I know you just saw Coach Skelton, so talk about what it's like being back here on this floor.
I mean, it's actually amazing seeing how things have changed since I was here, the experiences I've had here with Coach Skelton, Coach Oakley, the entire staff, just academic-wise, socially, athletically. I mean, it's amazing.
You know, you played here in 05, 06. This was a program when Coach Skelton was here before. He just returned. We had won numerous region championships. I believe in your last year you won one, and then you went on to play at Arkansas State your final 3 years. We just did a story a couple months ago about a friend of yours, Adrian Banks. You guys played together at Arkansas State. I see you're wearing the shirt too. So talk about y'all's relationship, and we'll get to y'all playing overseas together. But talk about y'all's friendship and relationship and playing together at Arkansas State.
Actually, me and Adrian, our relationship is funny. We started out as high school rivals, actually. We played AAU a couple years together, and after I came to Northwest, he was already here. He was a sophomore, and I was a freshman after redshirting in Detroit. And we've remained good friends and tight ever since. And just over the years, from here to Arkansas State and even to now, our relationship has grown into something I want to say with a lot of longevity. I mean, he's somebody I call a true friend. Well,
you say about you and him being good friends. I noticed he has a website. Do you have a website yet?
No, I'm getting there. Adrian's on a whole nother level right now. He's in a much bigger market, but I mean, I'm taking steps that way. And I got a lot of people helping me, and with him having a lot more experience, especially in Europe, he's kind of, I guess you could say, tutoring me and guiding me in a lot of ways.
Well, we talked about that relationship. Like I said, we did a story a couple months ago. He's actually playing in Italy as well. And I asked you off camera how close you guys would be to each other. Tell people where you're going to be playing this next year. You're about to leave, I believe, next week. So where will you be playing this year?
I'll be in the Republic of Malta. It's about 20 minutes off the coast of Italy. It's also part of the country of Italy. I'll be about 2 hours away from Adrian. So we look forward to seeing each other, you know, having a couple battles on the court, and also hanging out and kind of rekindling, so to speak, our friendship.
Now, will you guys play each other? Are y'all in the same league? Will y'all play against each other?
We're not in the same league, but we'll play each other in a EuroLeague tournament. So yeah, we'll have a chance to get after it.
You played, this is your third year now professionally. Your first year, you told me Uruguay. I think you said about 18 games, and then you went to Mexico. You know, you're originally from Memphis. You said now hometown is Olive Branch, I believe is what you said now.
Right.
You know, how different is it going from, you know, Memphis, Tennessee to Uruguay? I mean, just talk about the culture shock, and, you know, do you understand the language? How do you get around? Do you have an interpreter, stuff like that? Just explain how you live there.
It was crazy. The first couple weeks were kind of trying, but you always have teammates. Luckily, I had a couple teammates in both Uruguay and Mexico that spoke English and Spanish. They did a lot of translating, and I picked up some things on my laptop to where I could understand a lot more and kind of help teach myself. But now I'm going to Italy, which is a totally different language and experience, but it's all been a blessing, man. I mean, it's a lot of people who have these dreams and aren't able to accomplish them, or have some setbacks, and I'm just blessed and thankful that I can do what I do love to do. I mean, being down there, it was a very humbling experience around the people that admire you and people that want to do and look up to you. It just makes you want to work that much harder and realize your blessings.
And hey, you're getting paid to play basketball.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with getting paid to do what you love to do.
Explain, you said, I think that you were an MVP at Uruguay your first year, and then in Mexico, I believe you said first team or all league. You know, what is the difference in playing, you know, American basketball over here compared to over there? You know, I know the rules are a little bit different, but, you know, maybe is the three-point line further back? Is a free throw line closer? I mean, what are some differences between American basketball and playing over there?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's obvious when you go to different places, the rules are different rather than being in the States and FIBA rules. But I mean, when it comes to basketball, as long as it's a ball in the hoop, basketball is basketball. The most difficult thing to me was just adjusting to the rules, as far as, like, in most leagues, players can't call timeouts in South America. Only the coach can. So that was kind of trying for me at first. But I mean, when you look at the court, it's a lot of different lines, a lot of different shapes. But at the end, once you get adjusted and get used to things, I mean, you're back to just playing basketball and doing what you know.
Now, you said a year contract with the, I think, option for a second year. Obviously, hopefully, much success where you'll keep playing multiple years. You know, you're back here in Howard Coliseum. This is a place that you probably played in front of, what, 1,500, 2,000 people back. You said this place was rocking. You used to have Bubba's Boys. Hoping to bring that back here. How different is it playing in front of their crowds? What is that? What are their stadiums seat? You know, you're playing in front of 15,000. How many are you playing in front of, do you think, on a normal night?
Well, I know this past season in Mexico, we were playing anywhere from 300 to 4,500 a night, and they were very loyal, win or lose. The fans were always in there, which reminded me a lot of being here at Northwest. I know Coach Skelton built a great fan base and a great tradition down here, and we always had a lot of fans, and they were always loyal. They always had our back and supported us. Out in the city, it was kind of the same way. Like I said, the only thing down there, the biggest thing was the language, but you kind of get used to it and adapt to it because it's always showing your appreciation for them supporting you.
What position do you play? You told me that you kind of are all over the place. You can play any position. So what is maybe your primary position, and where do you think that they'll play you going overseas this year?
Yeah, I mean, that's something I got to give thanks to Coach Skelton for. And then again, when my coaches at Arkansas State, they helped me develop my skills to play a lot of different positions. But I always had the heart and had the mindset to where if I put my mind to it, I could do it. In Mexico, I played a lot of point forward, and I think in Italy, I'll play a lot of the same position. My natural position was a three-man, small forward position, which, hey, you got to be a jack of all trades, kind of, so to speak. So I think it all comes together to where I'll be playing a little bit of the same kind of position there, too.
We've seen some crazy things on ESPN, sometimes on YouTube, where the fans overseas get a little overboard. Sometimes you'll see them maybe clear the court. I mean, have you been somewhere to where it kind of gets out of hand to where the crowd's on the court or anything in the stands? Have you been through any kind of experiences like that yet?
Yeah, my second game in Mexico was an experience like that. We actually it was a big night. It was our first home game, and we were playing against the defending champions, and we actually upset them. I had a pretty big night, and it was the fans' first time actually seeing me. I think I went for like 52 points,
wow,
like 14 rebounds, and it was amazing. It was kind of an arena like this. I was our home arena, and they cleared the stands. I took a lot of pictures and autographs, and it was like I tell anybody, it was a very humbling experience. I mean, anytime you can be in touch with the fans and so close with them, especially after you've had a big night or had a great performance, and they just want a piece of you, it makes you just feel like you're really doing something.
Now, I assume you have an agent.
Yes.
Has he been the one? Is that a friend back home from Memphis, or how is that relationship between you and your agent?
It's actually funny. Me and my agent, he actually the semi-pro league I played in, the UBA down in Atlanta. He was actually the coach of the Tennessee team and wanted me to play there, but I ended up moving to Atlanta for a minute, and he got his FIBA license and became an agent. We've always had a good relationship, whether we were playing against each other or whatever. He always gave me some good advice and always kind of had my best interests at heart, and that was something that led me to sign with him. And since I've signed with him, we talk almost every day via Facebook, cell phone, and he always has some positive things to say. He's very loyal and very honest, and that's something I appreciate about him, because a lot of agents, they won't tell you the ins and outs of the things that go on behind the scenes, and that's one thing Steve does do.
One thing I asked Adrian, I didn't ever get a chance to go face-to-face with him, but it was through email. I said, do you have aspirations of going to the NBA? He's been over there now 5 years. He said he really doesn't. He said he's just, he enjoys that experience, and he likes being on his own over there. Is it something that you are setting yourself up where you want to play in the NBA one day, or are you the same way he is, and you just like playing basketball overseas?
The NBA growing up was always a dream, and I think every kid coming up, it's always been a dream. But once you get that experience and you come to the realization and the perspectives of the numbers, I mean, I'm content. Like I do really just want to get better and maybe move up in the bigger leagues overseas, but I'm content with the overseas life. Like he said, kind of like Adrian, I'm on my own. They put it all on you. Just let you do what you have to do. You go through a lot of different experiences, and even though you're by yourself, it helps you grow as a man and as a basketball player. And that's something I love about it.
I just think it's crazy that you guys played here together, you played at Arkansas State together, and now you'll be 2 hours away over there. It's kind of crazy. You're going to have two former Northwest Rangers within a couple hours of each other, even though y'all are 1,000 miles away. What a great story, Shawn. Best of luck to you this year, and know that you're always welcome to come back Northwest anytime you want. You've got to get yourself a website, though, and you need to get yourself a Twitter account if you don't have one yet.
Hey, I do have a Twitter,
well,
and my website is on the way.
Tell everybody what
your
Twitter is.
At call with a K, KAL_me_Showtime.
There you go. You heard it here first. Shawn, congrats, man, and best of luck overseas. Looking to see you come back here sometime in the next couple of years, man. Thank you.
Thanks, man.